Sam Shankland, you just played a draw with Magnus Carlsen. It seems like you were pressing the whole game.
Like I was pressing the whole game.
I think so.
I felt it was sort of back and forth. I mean, at some point when I played bishop b2, bishop b4, I had missed some detail that I just can't go rook c1. He has knight takes a2. And at this point I already felt like my position was uncomfortable. I calculated a lot of direct lines with like queen b3 with a3, and none of it was working. So I took c3 for damage control. I thought I was already a bit worse. But then I was very surprised that he took with the bishop. I thought taking with the rook was much stronger. And then I thought it was basically fine pretty early on. But once I played e4, e5, and then knight d4, e6, at first I thought my position should be very good, but then I started thinking after queen takes e6, check, king h8 was on the board, and I didn't really see a great way through it. At some point I was just like, wait, how am I going to save this f2 pawn? And so... and then I actually missed a really nice detail. When I played queen g3, I thought that after rook d7 I could go rook takes b7. With the point rook takes b7, queen g6 is just draw on the spot. But after rook takes b7, his bishop takes f2 check first is a very important move order. Rook takes f2, rook takes b7, queen g6, rook b1 check, and I get mated by queen d1 at the end. So after that I was actually surprised that that he couldn't put more pressure than he did. It felt like it should be unpleasant, but I guess I held pretty easily.
Did you expect Magnus to play a gambit?
Yeah, I mean, this is only sort of a gambit. I mean, but yeah, like I didn't expect it at all, of course. I wouldn't have played so terribly in the opening, I guess, and maybe I would have put some more pressure on if I knew this was coming, because I don't think this is supposed to equalize, but I haven't checked it recently.
We're 8 rounds in. How's your tournament so far?
It's been lousy. I mean, so basically 6 of the games have just been sort of normal draws. That's fine. But the 2 games that stand out is I was dead winning against Niels Grandelius, and I drew that game. And then against Vidit, I got some very unpleasant position and defended it all the way to equality, and then started to relax, the next thing you know. So it feels like if I had been on better form, I'd be on +1 instead of -1. So it's just been a frustrating event, especially to still be winless. And, 7 draws and a loss is not great. But I'm still playing reasonable chess at some moments, and certainly enjoying the tournament. It's really great to play with such strong guys.
Any plans for the rest day?
Not really. I'm not even sure how much we're allowed to do, but I'll think about it. I haven't thought about it yet.
Okay, thank you.
My pleasure.